How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. We are traveling around North America, putting all sorts of components on the van and visiting interesting companies that have to do with building vans out. I have been currently building the van at a company called Just Roaming Design, and we have been installing some Adventure Wagon kits. Adventure Wagon is a company that caters to people that are interested in prefabricated walls and ceilings and basically infrastructure inside of a adventure van. I want to talk to them about possibly working together on the van, but this is more or less just an introduction to the company. So if you're interested in turning your van into an adventure van, then Adventure Wagon might be a good source for you. Sort of a DIY possibility or a way to assist a more professional build. They can do all sorts of things. I reached out to them, they invited me over, and so we're going to take a look. All right, let's go.
Yeah, this is a customer van. We just finished it. Factory installed today.
Oh, cool.
An hour ago. Have the mattress and everything.
Yep. Very similar, even the Goal Zero. How long did it take to put this together?
Well, for the factory install, we advertise a 5-day factory install. It depends a little bit on, sometimes if you get a whole lot of extras, it might take a day or two longer than that. But for the most part, it's between 3 and 5 days.
Did you do these wall panels too? I noticed this texture is something I saw at Just Roaming.
Yep. So these on a cargo vans, these are available for cargo vans. Okay. For Sprinter crew vans, they have a molded thing that goes over it. We got a big step up here. So here we're using our this is our Moab bed. Yep. We call it our Moab elevator bed because you just undo these bolts, 2 on each rail, and you can move it up and down wherever in the bed. Yeah, this is the Traverse version, which means it's a little shorter. It's a 2-panel bed, and it saves you, it's about 17.5 inches right here, so it saves you space in your van. And the total width from here to the very back is 60 inches, so that's the width of a queen size bed. Then we have some upgrades. Bamboo is an upgrade. A lot of vans, they're just getting this is Marathon Tweed Fabric. Yep. A lot of vans are just Marathon Tweed, but the bamboo adds a little warmth to it, and it's a nice upgrade. Same with the black track. This is anodized track. We do anodized and Cerakoted. This is just an option, no extra cost. This is our black hex apply. It's just like a plywood, plastic coated plywood. Okay. It's pretty tough, so people...
Is that the same that's on the back doors?
Yep. Okay. Same thing, yeah. It's a tough surface, so people like it on those lower panels that kind of take a beating. Sure. These you can move, over side to side. You can also
just shift.
Yep, shift them, and you can take them out completely, and they hold a whole bunch of gear. You can stuff them full, and you can see they have all these mesh pockets, and that's great for headlamps, hats, gloves, things that are small and you want easy access to.
Now this is your standard color too, but you have the darker colors if you want as well, right?
Yep, we have 4 colors, standard colors of Marathon Tweed, so it's toast, gray mix, gray heather, and charcoal. So those are basically just 3 shades of gray and then kind of a shade of light brown. Yep. Beyond that, you can get any Marathon Tweed fabric you want. These are dimmable, and then you can also make them red, which is actually pretty handy as like a little night light. It doesn't interfere with anything.
Are these options where you can choose extra outlets, or are they just standardized?
These are standardized. You can order the bottom panels. We call it an outlet delete, so you can order them with no holes and you can drill custom holes. Some people like them up top. Yep. So they'll drill a hole. I mean, essentially the electrical harness runs all the way down this side and all the way down that side, and it's all pre-measured, so you don't have to do any cutting or anything. It's kind of plug and play. You just drop them down the pillars.
When is the customer going to pick it up?
Tomorrow.
Ooh. Yep. That's always nice, the reveal, right? When they come, do you get a lot of oohs and ahs?
Oh yeah, people are always pretty stoked to pick up the van.
Adventure awaits, adventure awaits. Like if you were to clad your ceiling or your walls, it's very, very difficult to get the contouring, so you're kind of wasting a lot of space in many cases if you're just trying to throw a piece of plywood on, or you're using like shiplap or something. But with Adventure Wagon, everything is clean, it's an extremely clean, all the lines and everything. It's very, very cool. Not to mention that all of this channel is useful for all sorts of things.
Absolutely. It's amazing to see what people do with their vans after they get them, after they had them for a year. Right. People build all kinds of things. You can pretty much anything you can imagine, because all you have to do is secure it to the L-track. Yeah. And you can build anything.
And the cushion is super comfortable. When I pulled this out at Just Roaming and I pressed, I was like, oh, this is This is a comfortable night's sleep.
Yeah, it's a nice mattress. This is actually just released this a few months ago, so it's a pretty new item, and it comes with a bag also that zips into it, so the bag rolls out, folds into its own bag. Our whole motto here is kind of modularity, you know. Yeah. That's our calling card, and so we want everything to be easily, you know, removable. Yep. Move it out. So, you know, you want to stow your bed, say in the garage or something, and it gets all dusty. So we're like, you know, it should have a bag. It's with it all the time. Put it in the bag, put it on the shelf. Don't worry about it. And then when you need to use it again, it's nice and clean.
Or you could roll it up in thirds and then like strap it to the using the
exactly.
track.
It zips apart, so you can
neat.
You can use it in different ways. Yeah.
So this is number 1010.
It's a little more than that, but yeah, we're over 1,000 these days. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, their motto recently was, you know, 1,000 vans plus.
Exactly.
That's cool. That's cool. Reminds me of those slides that come out if you're emergency landing on an airplane. No high heel shoes.
So yeah, this comes out. You can fold the bed up and it just zips all the way around it.
Is that made in the States or is that made in Asia?
This is made in the States. This is made right here in Oregon, actually.
No way. Awesome.
Yep. Just about everything we do is made in the USA.
How long have you been here? This location?
We've been in this location since July, so pretty new. This is, I think, 5 times the size of our last facility.
How many employees?
We have about 25.
Okay.
Yeah. Growing pretty steadily. So here's a different type of tweed that I was talking about, marathon tweed. That's toast. Yep, that's the toast. Here we have some custom custom colors that people have ordered in the past. Gray mix.
What's the most popular?
Most popular is probably charcoal. Yeah, it's kind of right in the middle, that mid-gray. I would say gray mix, which is this light fabric here. Let's see if you can get in there.
Yeah. And now your panels are, you know, they're bonded, right? Like the reflectix are already on the panels when you get them.
The reflectix is, yeah. And then the 3M is pre-cut and pre-measured, pre-labeled. So all you have to do is find the right bay and stick it in there. So it comes with a diagram. Yeah. And you just look at the label, put it right in there. And that's, I've never done it, but I hear that cutting insulation is actually really time consuming. And so these are all ready to go. So these are CNC machines. People really like the Moab beds, so we do a lot of those. And we've got 2 machines going now, so we're cranking them out. Lead times are going down. See, storage here, plywood. We use marine grade plywood because of the moisture that gets in the van.
And the bamboo.
Yep, bamboo. Yep, bamboo. Ray, if you want to be on video here.
Sure, man. How's it going, Rick?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, so you can see the contours here. Is there a lot of like finesse to getting a good bond?
I think there is. This is my first one that I'm actually doing. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's turning out all right.
Looks pretty good to me.
Thanks, dude.
All right, so this is the install shot.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can see right here. Hello, Doug, one of our installers.
How's it going?
Good, Doug.
So one of the first steps is what we call our A-frame.
Yep.
So this is really just to strengthen the van. You can see these are all rib nutted in. So the L-track that we looked at earlier is going to screw into these rib nuts. Okay. So it's super secure. That's why you'll see people like on Instagram and stuff, they'll be hanging from a hammock from the ceiling.
And they're designed specifically for each van of each year, right?
Each one is custom per the van. It's a lot of engineering involved, a lot of time, but it makes things just way easier and way more secure.
What are these plates up at the top here? Are those in the manufacturing method, or is that something that'll be like something on the final?
These guys here?
Yeah.
No, that's just to hold. They're just clamps. Okay. Yeah, they're just clamps to hold the A-frame in place because these aren't.
While you're working.
Yeah, because these, see, there's an adjustment here.
Yeah.
So we clamp them in place, make sure they're all set, and then we rivet them in there.
Okay, cool.
Yep, with the ship with every kit.
You provide the tooling and the accessories or whatever in order to get.
Yeah, if you choose to go the DIY route, then
you make sure they have everything in order to get it done.
Glues, adhesives, everything.
What would you say is more like percentage-wise if you're going to break it up, Sprinter and Transit?
We do a fair amount more Sprinter right now, but Transit is definitely catching up. But there's a lot more models of Transit right now. We just do the high roof long and high roof extended, but then you have the crew, you know, the crew long, crew extended, mid-roof, and all that. And we haven't gotten into that yet. That's something we're working on, but we don't have a release date for any of the other models. The high roof 144 is kind of still the most popular, the gold standard as far as off-roading. They have a little bit higher clearance, so people, and they actually come with, you know, in a 4x4.
So somebody's going to buy the kit. What sort of accessories are you helping the person put on as part of the assembly method?
So we do bunk windows. Right now we're doing AMA and CR Lawrence bunk windows. So if you want to DIY your van and you want to put bunk windows in there, we actually will send you a stencil. Those fit right up against the outside of the van here. Yep. And you essentially just secure it, trace it, and you have your hole. It's that easy. So you have your interior panel, and one of the biggest challenges to installing a window like this is getting it to match up with the interior panel. Right. So it just fits right up against this ridge here. Yep. So right up there. Okay. And then you trace it, and you cut it. So no measuring, you know, no second guessing or anything like that. Oh, this has a smart floor on it. Yes, it does.
Okay. What's a smart floor?
Smart floor is distributed in the US by RRG Global, and it is a safety rated floor that you can put extra seating in. So we use the smart floor. You can see the seats there, we have bags over them now, but they have these smart latches on the bottom, so it's pretty easy to just, I mean, it really takes like a minute, or less than a minute, unlatch them, move them back and forth. You can stack them, you know, one in front of the other. And so that's super popular, and it's got to be installed by a professional, so we install it here. And you have the toast and the black anodized track. Exactly, yeah. These are just waiting for the interior flare panels. Yep. You can see the insulation stuffed into here. Okay. So that's 3M Thinsulate. And you have toast colored bags as well. Yeah, matching bags. 4 different colors of meal bags. So let's say light gray, dark gray, blue, black, tan, so I guess that's 5. Cool. Yeah, I mean, a really popular thing people do is they'll put rings up here, stick them in the L track, and then you can hang whatever you want. Again, people will hang hammocks from the ceiling. People will strap down anything that they don't want to move around. The thing is, you can find aftermarket stuff, just tons of aftermarket stuff to fit in here. And all that we don't necessarily provide, but you can find it, because it's called L track, and it is pretty standard. Yeah, it's not something that we make here. So you can find all kinds of things for it. Yeah, cool. How would you get this contour so precise with anything, you know, truly DIY? I don't know if you could. Tough, yeah. It would be hard. I mean, it saves, like, you know, if you are handy, you can install our kit in 5 days. Yeah. And I mean, you know, I've heard of people spending years on van builds. You know, they can take, you know, if they're not building them full time, they can take forever. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's a beautiful interior right there. That's gorgeous. So behind that panel there is a really nice fuse box, right? Yep. The fuse block, so everything, you know, pretty much everything connects into that fuse block, and then the fuse block will run down to your power source. If you ever blow a fuse, it's pretty simple to just take that thing off, change the fuse. Did you do this as well? The header? The headliner, that is an option. Holy moly, that's beautiful. So yeah, I don't believe we upholster that in-house, but that is an option, and we can send you a cut piece with your kit, and then a lot of people will go and find a local upholsterer and get it done. Yeah. Wow, that ties the whole thing together. Yeah. Very cool. Like that, yeah. How many vans do you have here at any one time? Is this busy, or is this not so busy, or? Well, we're ramping things up. Constant? So this is pretty. I mean, the van we just finished, and I just showed you, was right here. So we had a totally full house, but. Yeah, we're really ramping up. Honestly, just like a couple months ago, I think we had 2 install guys. Now we got 4. Okay. So there's so much demand. We've done really well, especially in the new facility, in the new space, of getting our lead times on kits down for DIY. So we're shipping those out. You can get those as soon as 2 or 3 weeks sometimes, depending on what options you get. You know, the bottleneck is obviously it takes more time to install, and more people want to get the factory install. Right. So we're really working on getting those lead times down, and we're getting there, but we're still, you know, 5-6 months out. So that's the whole wiring harness that basically runs throughout the entire van. Power the lights and the outlets.
There you go. There we go. Yeah.
And then all the, let's see, fuses go in here, and all the electrical connections tie into these right here.
And then you got your positive and negative coming in.
Yep.
There's also a breaker and pre-cut wires, ring terminals ready to go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Makes things easy. That's the whole.
Yeah,
that's the whole idea.
Right?
Yep.
What if somebody wants to build an elaborate interior and then use your kit as the walls and ceiling, merging a custom cabinetry option with an ad wagon kit? Is that possible? Is that
People do that all the time. So there's also manufacturers. One local one is called Flatline Van Co.
Yep.
They make like hard overhead cabinets and also kitchen galleys.
Yep.
Specifically for our system.
They use the mounting points on the L track?
Yeah, exactly. They're drilled, and the mounting points are at the exact right locations to like put it up in the upper corner, or to put it down, you know, and bolt it to the sidewall.
Okay.
So, and that there's several other companies that do that too. So there's companies that make specific stuff for Adventure Wagon, and then we see all the time. It's amazing to see the creative things that people do.
Yeah.
Once they get home with their van, they'll build their own galleys, you know, place their own outlets. Just, I mean, the sky's the limit. Whatever you can imagine, I mean, you can bolt right to the van.
And if you wanna get one of these kits, you can go to adventurewagon.com.
Yep.
Or talk to one of your. Do you have a map on the website where it shows all the authorized resellers and installers?
We do, and we're launching a new site March 2nd, so we'll have a brand new site up.
Wow, that's coming up soon.
Yep. Right.
All right.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
You know, it's so neat being in this area because you're so close to so many specialty companies dealing with van life. I saw the one that was being built at Just Roaming, and I was like, oh, I'd like to come by. So you said come on by, and so that's it. If you are interested in checking them out, I'll leave links below.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
And it's still, the turnaround time is still industry leading. I mean, a lot of custom van builders.
Yeah. I mean,
a year or two. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're weighing options, this is one of the quickest options probably in this genre. Anyways, check it out. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'm going to talk to him a little bit about some ideas on my build, but we'll talk to you later. Bye. Jayoe.